Hey, if anyone's here, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But I will start playing a little bit less than Okay, hopefully people who are there can hear me okay. I'm going to get started with the playing in just a few minutes. Warming up a little bit now. Okay, it looks like we got some people in here. If we can get some hellos. Like an idea who's live and who's not. Looks like we're fluctuating between 3 and 4 people. Hopefully my sound levels are okay. Yeah, it looks like my controller died. Oh, cool, I got 2 new subscribers. Neat. Yeah, okay. If anybody's in the chat, I see that once again we're fluctuating between 3 and 4 people. Are my sound levels okay? Is it where it needs to be? Okay, I guess I'll get started now. Been a lot of lingering. Okay, so hi and welcome to the WARIO Land stream. This is part 3 of my WARIO Land 4 stream series. This is going to be the last part, as we're more or less in the final stretch of the game. We got, I'm going to say about 3/4 of it completed. So the last passage left is the Sapphire Passage, then the boss Catbat, the final level, and the final boss fight. And just hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Let's get into the action. I haven't done one of these in close to a month, mostly because I'd said that I didn't want to stream until I had a video project done. I just didn't want to try to use these as a deflection to my main projects, but since I got my most recent one done, I don't feel so guilty. So here we're going to become Zombie Wario and go through this platform. And the skeleton bird is sad. The Sapphire Passage is horror themed. One of the levels is a volcano. I'm not sure what's particularly scary about a volcano, particularly like a, a horror movie. I mean, maybe like a disaster movie, but this level is Crescent Moon Village. It definitely has a spooky vibe to it. And I forgot the name of that ghost in the background, but that ghost is a naughty little bastard and will try to steal my coins, so I cannot give him the satisfaction of that. He's also going to try to steal Keezer when he gets. See that bum? He got my like a 10-piece. Oh, and that one too. Damn it. Oh well, joke's on you, jerk. I didn't need that penny. I also didn't really need that heart. This enemy's called Minicula, I believe. Turns you into Vampire Bat Wario. Let's say Warrior. Vampire Bat Warrior. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And we need that in order to get through this section. I think. We might need it later. No, we don't need it there. Okay, here's where we need it. Alright, I just updated the stream here. Those spiny enemies, they look a lot like corruptions of Spinies from Super Mario Brothers. They're called Toge something or other in Japanese, and Toge meaning spike, like Togepi, the Pokemon. And for some reason, just a lot of the Wario Land 4 enemies, their names were not localized, so they remain in Japanese across all versions. Actually, I think what happened is they were named in a Japanese source, but only a few were named in the manual for this game. Got the CD? Alright. Throw that through there. Alright, took care of that. Six people watching. Wow. It looks like Guan was commenting when I was doing a test stream. Sorry if I missed you, Juan, or sorry if I confused you, rather. I was just testing how my setup looked and seemed to look fine. Okay. Sorry, it looks like I was missing some comments here. That's really odd. Let me refresh this. I really apologize. Okay, let's see what we got here. Diego, hello Diego. Diego says, by looking at this, he wished Nintendo made a new Wario Land game for the Switch. You know, Wario, there's a lot of untapped potential with Wario. And I would like to see Nintendo make another Wario platform game, possibly give WarioWare a bit of a break. Diego mentions remaking the first Wario Land game for Game Boy. Something I would like to see is one of my buddies, Matt Mulligan. He swears up and down that Wario Land on Virtual Boy is the best game in the series. And, you know, Nintendo, they kind of sweep their Virtual Boy under the rug. I would love to see a remake or reissue of that in some capacity. Really sorry that I missed some of these comments. Let's see what we got here. McBride Studios says, welcome McBride Studios. Wario on the Switch would be a fun retro title. If they put it on their service, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Juan points out that on Friday the Lego Movie 2 comes out. Have fun with that. I probably will not be seeing that. Ryan's here. Thank you, Ryan. Remind everybody to watch the stream. To like the stream. Also watch the stream, too. That's important. And Mr. Top 10 List is saying to smash the button or at least touch it lightly. Yes. Do those things. Okay, back to the game. Back to the game. Alright, I think I'm only missing one gem piece here. And the Keezer. Just remember, guys, you could be watching the presidential address or me. Those are your options. So yeah, recently I updated my, uploaded my Arcade Expo video. I wonder if anybody got anything out of that. That's one I've been working on bit by bit for a few months, and I just kind of delayed for a while. Felt pretty bad about all the delays, and tried my hardest to get it done. Okay, I think I got what I needed from there. Juan says something about Mercury Cyborg. I don't know what those things are. Sailor Mercury is a cyborg? Must have missed that episode of Sailor Moon. There's a few episodes of Sailor Stars I'm not familiar with. Alright, we got a complete gem. And all that's left is the Keezer. Alright, I think the Keezer, we need to get the frog switch in order to do that. In order to get him. Get him, get him. Juan says that the idea is that originally... Okay, there we go. That Amy was supposed to be a cyborg, and then that later came for Sailor Saturn. Yeah, one thing that me and Mr. Top 10 List have... Oh, I missed the diamond. Oh, well. Me and Mr. Top 10 List have discussed before is that one of the issues with Sailor Saturn, besides the fact that she's really... One, she's really overpowered, is that two, there's too many things going on with her. I mean, she's like she's the avatar for Mistress 9, I think, and she's a cyborg, and she has the power to destroy the universe. Oh, damn, that sucks. And she gets reborn. It's a lot of things going on with her. They couldn't stick to one thing with her. I really need to get the Keezer back. That sucks. That's not good playing, but I like the fact that it happened because it lets me show that it can happen. Okay. And run away from the ghost bastard. No, get away from me, you douche. Now, to y'all here, I will be on Thursday, be doing Super NES Classic stream. If you guys have any ideas for games, I'll try that. If we're gonna do any RPGs, I would like to do Earthbound. I don't want to do too many conflicting RPGs in stream, because I would like to, if I were to play an RPG, I would like to beat it in stream. So I'll take your requests, except for RPGs, but no Ghosts and Goblins either. I would like to only stream that when I feel confident playing that. Mr. Top Talent says, Sailor Saturn has too many problems and it overflows into me not caring. Hard to argue with that. And we're almost done here. Not as clean as I would like, but I got everything. Alright, that's cool. Wants the Super Mario World, Super Punch-Out, or Street Fighter. Okay, I really struggle at tier 3 of Super Punch-Out. Honestly, Sam's a lot better at Super Punch-Out than me, but I can always try. And that's not necessarily my favorite version of Street Fighter 2, but if you guys are willing to see me try it, I'll give it a shot. No problem. I think me and Bradley played Street Fighter 2 recently. I'm not sure if he thinks I'm better with Honda or Guile. I think those are the ones. Them and Chun-Li, I think I'm pretty good with in the Super Nintendo version. So yeah, I was thinking on Thursday doing that, and I was also, since we got some new subscribers and viewers, I was thinking about launching a Patreon campaign. And I'm not gonna obviously require anybody to do that, but that would help me out. If you like what I do, that would help me out. This level is called Arabian Night. A little spooky. Not as much as the volcano theme. I'm just not entirely sure why it's in the horror passage. And I shouldn't hit those things. I think Tosei reused some resources from the stage in one of the Starfy games. If anybody knows those games better than me, let me know. I only have the third one on Game Boy Advance. I wants to know if Sailor Saturn is an allegory for God. Could be with all the things going on with her. I didn't watch the Super Bowl this year. I spent the time catching up with a friend. Instead, time better spent also playing and recording Super Mario RPG footage. That and Final Fantasy VII all the way to Disc 1. And were there any good commercials from what you all saw? I saw some of them, the previews, and I was just kind of underwhelmed. The Avengers trailer kind of stunk. That's not. There was nothing to it. I don't know if I want to say stunk was the right word. One says Aurora and Mercury. I don't know what that is. We still talking about Sailor Moon? Oh man. No, that's you. Mr. Top Talent says that the commercial game was super weak, and then to the people I know who actually... Oh, that's not right. Sorry, for some reason my gut was telling me that those guys will give you the vampire power. That can't be true. Let's see what's here. Okay. Jump all the way here. There we go. Get that big beautiful diamond. Like, it looked like the score was close, but a few people had told me that it was not a very good game. Probably because the Patriots won. Let's see. Mr. Top 10 List says that the regular game felt like it was only close due to mistakes rather than tactical defense, so it was boring. As much as people are saying that, and I hate to overuse words. That was my first report on it, but thank you for elaborating further. Juan says that he liked the Dorito commercial, and then they lied about the SpongeBob thing. Oh man, what happened there? I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit on microphone that I don't want to see a Maroon 5 halftime show. But what did they quote unquote promise? What? Looks like I'm missing 2 gem pieces. Missed top 10 list is the Patriots winning has nothing to do with it. They won 2 years ago, and that was a pretty exciting game. You clearly know more about it than me. McBride Studio says, I love that our society has gotten to the point where people care more about Super Bowl commercials than the actual game itself. Well, for me, I've never really been into football. And it's only in recent time where I've really begun to appreciate sports a little bit more. Aside from baseball. I've always liked baseball. And I've kind of liked basketball and hockey, but I've never really like actively followed them. But I kind of just like football, partially because I guess some stigmas. You know, I was very nerdy in high school, and I didn't really fit the type and what have you. But I've always liked the commercials. Ever since I was a kid, I would always watch it for the commercials and have snacks and play Game Boy when just not giving a damn. But from 2015, 16, 17, 18, I worked all those Super Bowls, so for at least 12 hours, so I haven't missed those times. I would come back home and have some wings. Actually, last year was really good because I got sent home from work really early. And I thought, I mean, from what my perception, I thought that was a pretty good game from what I saw. For me not knowing anything about football. Is there a way to get that carpet to respawn? No. But that was pretty good, and I had some wings and had fun. Let's see. Juan says we have Captain Marvel to look forward to twice. Right, because she's going to be in her own movie in Avengers. And just, you know, when I was in middle school, I read comics when she's Miss Marvel. So having her be Captain Marvel is a little odd to me. For some reason I thought the Keyser was here. Maybe it's here? Where's that carpet? Where'd it go? It despawned, but where the hell did it go? Alright, will that reset the room? Alright, let's try this again. Oh, not high enough. Okay. Let's see. All right, Juan is saying we have Captain Marvel to look to twice because we have Shazam, the original Captain Marvel, and Carol Danvers, the former Miss Marvel, now Captain Marvel. I think I might have really screwed myself. This stinks. Thanks for the elaboration. By the way, to the guys who saw my Arcade Expo video, you know, I'm here. I'm definitely... One, I'm curious what games I showcased there that might have tickled you guys' fancy. And the other thing is, I was just wondering, you know, what worked about the video, what could have been improved upon. Because, like, the feedback's been pretty good all around. Like, even the not 100% positive feedback has mostly been, you know, I think this, and this could have been a little bit better. But none of it felt condescending or bad. I'm always looking for room to improve. Running out of time here. I didn't get the Keyser. But I'm gonna have to find it, obviously. You can't go to the next level if you don't have the Keyser. What did I miss? Juan points out that we're getting Evangelion later in the year. That is true. Obviously missed something. Let's try to... As Harlan Ellison said in his book, Slippage, pay attention. What could I possibly have missed? I don't think it's there. To those who have not played this game, the reason why you want to turn into a zombie is that zombie Wario can go through those floors right there. The ones that I'm jumping towards. Juan says that Amazon had a big commercial with Alexa. I didn't see that. I saw some of the ads online because they've been having this dumb habit of showing them before the event, which makes no sense to me. And they were just really underwhelming, the majority. Alright, we got that. Juan is saying other Sailor Moon trivia. Gotta be typing a little bit more clear. Juan, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Okay, he's saying that originally the main protagonist was supposed to have pink hair, and again. Yeah, I believe that's part of the reason why Chibiusa has pink hair. I guess it's kind of a remnant or tribute to that. It's not quite right. Don't think I'm missing anything there. What about over here? No. About this room. There we go. Oh. I like how Warrior goes, yeah, when he gets hit. Juan says, yeah, you know, the kid with the spiky hair. Right, that guy. The one, I just call him Melvin because that's what he's called in the dub, and I forget his real name. His real name. What those invincibility frames were off. Okay, I think I get it now. I need the B to get Bradley says Omino, but DC Sailor Moon is also acceptable. Alright, so we need that to get Minakula. Get the high jump in order to get the teaser. Got it. If y'all didn't hear me, I was asking about my some feedback from my recent video. I don't know if anybody missed that or not. The corner of my eye, I see a comment. I'll get to that in just a sec. I want to get outside first. Juan says we have Mortal Kombat 11 was good. It's expected to be good, yeah. Mr. Top 10 listed a Mortal Kombat 11 video recently, and it's been doing really well in terms of viewership. I'm happy for him. I did some minor work on it. I can't remember where exactly. Juan is saying Duel Master. Why are we talking about Duel Masters? The one that became Kaijudo later? What are we talking about here? Mr. Top 10 says that Juan's referring to the K character. Oh, I thought it was a typo, but it wasn't revealed today. He was revealed today. I wasn't, I just don't have my finger on that pulse. I was spending a lot of my day today getting things in order for my next video. Actually. Cabal and Devora. I don't know who those people are. Were they in past Mortal Kombat games, or are they totally new? Juan says one of the actors in the Ruby when the actor fire? What? What are we talking about? Fiery Cavern, aka the volcano. I just don't entirely see what's so horrific about this. I remember getting the CD in the stage being a bit of a bastard. I may not get it. Got some rocking music going. Just in general, I remember the stage being fairly tough. Let's see. Mr. Top 10 says Cabal was in Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Dissection, Mortal Kombat 9. It was a non-playable character in Mortal Kombat X. He is the most broken character in Mortal Kombat 9. Okay, okay. Shows you what I know about Mortal Kombat. Alright, Juan wants to know if I heard about, I don't really want to talk about that. That makes me feel very uncomfortable. Don't think this is the place to discuss any of that or the circumstances. Sorry, Juan, I'm gonna have to shut you down, just like Quentin Tarantino shut down that interviewer. Miscellaneous is here. Good to see you, Miscellaneous. Right now, we have 3 more levels and 2 more bosses to go, and I just got burned by lava. Juan says that he feels sorry for all the pain. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I would prefer not to talk about that at all. It's preferred if we move on to a different topic here. Just slid right there. Oh my god, no. Well, that escalated quickly as we seem to find ourselves saying, there's the Keyser, but I need the gem pieces. That's very important. Yep. Oh well. Time to give it another go then. That's one of the few times I've died in this run. But then again, WARIO doesn't really die. He just gets kicked back. Juan says, Lauren, she's back to do the DC. DC Comics? Of course he just wasted no time getting it. Yeah, the enemy that throws the rock, that is just a very mean guy. I say bastard a lot, so you gotta switch it up a bit, but Juan, I believe he's talking about Lauren Faust. She finally got her super best friend show. They actually made it. Good for her. I do remember some parts of the stage when you hit the frog switch, the stage freezes over. So I guess you could say hell freezes over. It's the little pun there. And some parts are only accessible once you hit the frog switch. So there might be, if I'm missing something, it might not come back till the other part. Yeah, this enemy is a jerk. Really needs to be dealt with. Nobody's answered my question about the arcade video. Frustrating. Hate it when that happens. Also when I get hit by the lava too. Alright, let's not repeat the same mistake. Just let that go. Yeah, don't worry, Miscellaneous. I intend on doing better this time. Just unfortunately, we are almost done with this game. There we go. Now is when hell freezes over. And I'm missing some gem pieces. They better appear next run. I see some comments. I'll be back in just a moment. I'll read them in just a moment. Nope, no good there. No, that doesn't serve me any good. I don't think I can roll down that platform. Can I? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, this was inaccessible earlier. I think I missed my opportunity with the diamond. There we go. Still missing 2 more. Yeah, I might have to redo that. Let's see. Juan says Power Ranger toys are now made by Hasbro. Originally, Bandai America make them, replacing the mold from the Japanese toys. And it's saying something about mold real money. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, all the new toys are gonna have to get new molds. I'm not sure if that makes them better or worse. I've never shown it in video, but I have the Legacy Tiger Zord because my brother got me that for Christmas about 3 years ago. And I think it looks really cool. And I like the fact that it's made from diecast. But I just pose it in warrior mode. I'm told that if you transform it, it's very likely to snap because of some crappy plastic used in it, and it apparently doesn't transform very well with the other Thunder Zords. So it's mostly just for display. Is what I'm told. And I've told that they've really screwed the pooch with some of the other Legacy toys, Bandai, whoever. So I don't know what to make of that. Hopefully Hasbro knows what they're doing. Anyway, I'm gonna have to run through the fiery cavern again because I'm missing that gem pieces, yo. And accidentally click playback on my computer. Let's give this another go. Juan says that he knows Donkey Konga music is different. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but we have established that in the past, yes. That's not good either. Once again, the stage is giving me some trouble. You could say it's giving me a lip. Juan is, damn it. Juan is giving me, a lip. Juan is referencing the Ultra Shaggy Instinct meme. Yep. Send your letters to Warner Brothers Interactive, and let's see where that goes. Those people must think it's funny, or must be bemused by the whole thing. Let's eliminate that enemy. That guy is a problem. Let's go a little bit in this direction. Am I missing anything over here? It's a dumb pipe, I don't need that. Let's see. Mr. Top 10 List says, Ed Boon loves to troll fans. How could he? Even when made a Shaggy model game and replaced Baraka with it for a screenshot. Alright, we got one of the missing gem pieces. Good, good, good. Stomp him. Pause for a moment here. Let's see. In Discord, the world wants to know if I will be streaming JoJo's. Not today, possibly eventually, but not in the plans today. No. One thing is that Saturn and Cloverboy really don't like playing with the Dreamcast default controllers, and I don't have a arcade stick for Dreamcast, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cumbersome, but it's my only option at the moment. Juan is talking about underdog characters in the Year of the Diglett. I don't know anything about the Year of the Diglett. Okay, I think I missed this ring the other time. So that's probably why I missed the gem piece. Oh, man. Once is the Year of the Piglet. I thought it was just a pig. That other damn piece. Maybe it's underneath here. I think I might be onto something. I'm getting resistance and there's gems there. They're trying to protect something. Okay, this is obviously isn't working. Is there a way to become a snowman? Maybe ground pound. Oh man. But all this effort and there's nothing over there. What if I try crawling? There we go. Anything over here? Okay, alright, well that's something. It's not the gem piece, but wow. No wonder I usually miss that CD. Okay. There it is. No? Then where's the last one? No, this is a problem. I think I might have rendered the rest of the stage inaccessible, damn it. Is there a way I can quickly go back? Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure if other people have played this game, but it's just this passage does feel very tough. Damn. Yeah, I got that CD, but that last gem piece is really eating me up. Alright, let's pause and review this footage for a moment. Let's see, Juan is saying you have the internet, love making underdog characters into popular memes. I'm not sure what to think about the whole thing. It's all pretty crazy. Although just the idea of Ultra Instinct Shaggy initially was pretty funny to me. But where could that last gem piece be? This is just starting to eat me up. My only other thought is that maybe it might be in that room that I keep going out of early. The one that the door that's inaccessible. It's floating in air, so it's a door that you can only leave, if you know what I mean. Just going through a quick skim of my footage here. Damn it. As I said before, I find this stage to be kind of troubling. I wonder if Matthew Lillard is aware of these memes. I guess he'd be up for it. Damn it. And by the way, if you only think of Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, I mildly recommend, he was in an episode of House called Dr. House, called Larger Than Life, Season 7. Bad season. Good guest performance, where he's the patient of the week. Let's see, Riley points out that he is. He even spoke about it in a recent interview. Neat, neat, neat. Let's see, Juan says top 10 red characters, Ugandan Knuckles, Jade and Yuki. Huh. I don't think Ugandan Knuckles is an official character, though. I don't know if he counts, man. Sega's gotta acknowledge him first. Oh boy, indeed. I mean, I guess if we're thinking about volcano horror, when I was younger, I think after I read about Mount Vesuvius and Pompeii, that did set in a fear for me about volcanoes for a while as a child. I did have a fear, and I lived in places where earthquakes and volcanoes don't happen. I've usually lived in the East Coast in the US. There we go. Looks like my gut is right. It's just if only if it was right earlier. One points out that Matthew Lillard is a hacker in a 1995 movie. Which 1995 movie is Matthew Lillard a hacker? I mean, I gotta be frank, I mostly know him from the Scooby-Doo movies, and then was really surprised when he became the actual voice of Shaggy. I'm not sure if surprised is the right word, but I guess I was happy for him. Because before that, he mostly seemed to be known for the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. Which, by the way, for a long time was the only thing of James Gunn, his only work that I know. One of my friends, she posts as Deepwater Horizon. I believe that's her current alias. She finds those movies to be a guilty pleasure. I'm not sure about the first one, but the second one I liked when I was in preschool. And so does Professor Oates, one of my buddies and Mr. Top 10 List buddies. Mostly because it was kind of like seeing a live action version of the old Scooby-Doo cartoon. And seeing the monsters interacting in a live action movie. That was a pretty neat novelty at the time. There's some really dumb humor in that movie. Like really dumb middle school humor. Which, well, I was in middle school when that came out, so I guess it's appropriate. Almost stuff I could put in Uganda's Knuckles on a top 10 list of red characters. I don't make top 10 lists, so you have to talk to somebody else who does about that. I think the odds are leaning against it. Normally this will be my halfway point, but I'm just going to keep ramming through this till I beat this game. So, I'd be very surprised if I go on for another hour, but you never know. You never know. That took me longer to get all the gem pieces on that stage than I thought. This song is very funny and very sleazy. But yeah, Fiery Cavern, probably the hardest stage in the game for me. The little frog symbol in front of that door there means that I can't access it until we hit the frog switch later. And that sucks. There we go. Can I go any higher? Can I take me higher? Damn, this stage is pretty big. I guess I have no choice but to go in every single room. Oh, I missed something there. What else are you supposed to do when someone comes at you with an axe? That stage is a pretty big maze. Damn. Okay. Cool. I'm getting those gem pieces. I like how the vampire destroys the rock. I feel like that's there for no other purpose but to be destroyed by a vampire bat. Last gem piece of the entire run. Cool. Alright, and then... I think that's the last room too. Yo, this stage... Pretty simple puzzle, really. Or pretty simple maze. I do not want to get hit by that skeleton bird. Okay, so yeah, Thursday I'll probably be starting this around the same time, just an FYI. You guys will be cool with me doing Super Mario World. I have done it in stream, and actually last weekend I just beat it again. Every single level, every single exit, and everything. But, if you guys want to see that, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, at one point I was thinking of just doing Mega Man X, but I don't know if y'all are sick of that. I've beaten that in stream at least 2 times. Okay, bring him over here. Get that heart. And let's eat the apple. I think the locked room is where Keezer is. And yeah, if you've heard me talk about this, I just don't get why Wario gets fat from eating apples. That's such a weird change they made. In Wario Land 2 and 3, he gets fat from eating cake. I've gotten fat from eating cake. I've never gotten fat from eating apples. Maybe apple pie. Let's try. I think the only room I missed was room 303. Oh wait, no, I've been here. What am I missing here? Alright, come on, hit me. Oh, that's the CD. But where is the Keezer? Can I figure this out in 2 minutes? Let's add the ticking clock for fun. This reminds me of a game show that used to be on Univision. I don't remember the name of it for the life of me. But it was some game show where it was played on a stage and the contestants would have to find their way through the set, which was like a house. And they would have to go through each room. It was almost like Legends of Hidden Temple. Think of like that with less of a budget. And they would have to get through the house in like 3 or 5 minutes or something like that. And they were given a bunch of keys and they had to figure out what key would open what door. But I've never been able to find out the name of that show. Yeah, something tells me I'm probably just gonna have to do this level again. I don't want to get caught in the blast. Mine says something about Batman Ninja, and Harley is voiced by Shauna. I did not see Batman Ninja. I think the last direct-to-video DC movies I saw were Suicide Squad something or other, and the last Teen Titans one. Was it the Judas Contract? Man, I got the gem, but it doesn't matter because I need the key to get to the next level. So we're still at a roadblock here. Okay, I'm going over my footage here. Looks like I missed room 401. So let's try to find a way to get to room 401. Paul wants to know if I know about Big Chunk. What's Big Chunk? Is that a candy bar? That was close. Oh boy. Okay. I didn't think I'd go out here. And that's not gonna work out. Usatella says he means Big Chungus. Well, I haven't heard of that either. Y'all are talking in code. There we go. Well, this is some sort of Reddit meme. I don't use Reddit, so I'm not the right person. Crap. To ask those questions. To be asked those questions. To ask those questions, too. I'm not doing so hot tonight. Juan wants to know if I know the way. San Jose is west from where I live. Let's see. Lost my keys. Lost my keys in San Jose. Alright. Bradley is explaining the meme. He says that it's when Bugs Bunny turns into Fat Elmer Fudd for 5 seconds, and people love it when the character model is like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Shh. Balls. Alright, that was very close. Let's try this again. Okay, I got my heart point. Alright, so how do we get higher? Can you take me higher? Damn. Okay, still got another heart. Is there anything up there, or just no? If you look carefully, even the lights look sinister. I need that heart. That's funny. Okay. Now we're just about ready to blow this popsicle stand. Yeah, that monkey had a death wish. But I still need him. And there we go. It takes too long. There we go. And with this, I should actually be done with the Sapphire Pass. Damn. Hey, Mr. Top 10 List, if you're still there, am I going to be in your next video? You're so enigmatic that even I don't know. Can I get a hint? There we go. Narrow pass. Maybe he's still not there. Mr. Top 10 List says sometimes no is the kindest word. No, it's not. It's mean. And it means that I don't get my toy. I'm gonna do one of these mini games. Hopefully I don't blow it because they cost 5,000 coins each. Which I don't know what the exchange rate is with US money, but considering those coins are made of gold, I bet it's a lot. You're a foul ball. I think this would be good for a baseball video. Mr. Totella says next video will feature stuff involving me. Cool. Why did you just say so? This really does set the stage for WarioWare, doesn't it? It's just one of those things that you have to remind yourself, yeah, I'm still playing a Wario game here. No. See, Braley says, I was looking up a Chinese proverb to make my answer more mysterious, but I couldn't find a good one. Ugh. That guy cheated. My favorite Chinese proverb is from Confucius. He who knows nothing doubts nothing. Or maybe that was an episode of Time Squad, I'm not sure. I really missed that show and I wish it was treated better. Ugh. See, right there, that was a teleporting baseball. That's not cool. Halftime. Duck Brothers halftime show. Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, speaking of halftime shows, because somebody explained to me the debacle with the SpongeBob and the Bubble Bowl plays. I've seen the SpongeBob episode. I know the reference, but what happened at the Super Bowl? I expect to get one more frog medal. Juan says that that was no better than the halftime at the Super Bowl. He's the cheerleader going, bye bye. It's funny. By the way, I'm going to get an item to use against Catbat. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here. Because we're trying to get the best ending in Wario Land 4. That's game over. Oh. Perfect timing, really. This is honestly probably going to go on another hour. I thought we'd be close to the end of the game in 30 minutes, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Juan says he needs people to sign the petition. Or you could pledge to my Patreon when I launch it. That'd be a smarter thing to do. Okay, so, question to y'all. Do you think that the black stick figure there is Mr. Game & Watch? I think some people thought that this was an in-joke. But this game came out before Mr. Game & Watch was established, so I wonder. I can't help but wonder. I am going to get the bugle. Juan wants to know, where in the world is Togepi? Wrong game. I've always liked that Wario idol animation. Ooh, it sucks. But I'm confident I can win. And I don't think those enemies hurt you. I think all they do is make you puffy. Okay, 5 more hits. Probably mentioned this before, but I always like how Wario's Rogues Gallery, they feel very perverted, and I don't mean that in a sexual way, but I mean that in that you would never see these kind of characters in a Mario game. All right, got all 3 treasures. Mitch Top 10 says, I don't think it is. He looks similar to, and came out when Mr. Game & Watch came into existence, so that caused the rumors. Because, I mean... if we're going to get into spoiler territory, if we're going to spoil an 18-year-old video game. The stick figure guy is an alter ego for the Black Cat. The Black Cat is the princess in disguise. Princess Sakura... Chakra. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. I think it's supposed to be chocolate, but there's a misromanization. Last level, golden period. Golden period. Oh my god, that was a Freudian slip. Golden pyramid, final level. The golden pyramid inside the golden pyramid. This world only has 1 level. And here's a fun fact. If you listen carefully, I'm gonna turn the sound up a bit. But there's a theme song that was composed for the Golden Pyramid, it was composed, it's in the game code, but you never hear it during actual quote-unquote gameplay. Because the beginning of the level starts you off in front of the frog switch. And I don't think it's possible to avoid the frog switch except by cheating. Excuse me, or doing some kind of manipulation in an emulator. But, in any case, I'll turn the volume up for y'all. I don't know if anybody heard it. It's so subtle. It's so subtle. The song is really eerie. You can look it up on YouTube. Paul wants to know, do I know where the world is? I don't understand what you mean. I mean, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where's my online buddy from my group's called The World? You're not making a whole lot of sense there, mister. Damn it, damn it, damn it, crap, hell, poop. Ugh. Nope. Do I mean where the Earth is? I mean, it's the third rock from the sun. I'm really not understanding your question, man. Okay, I've already wasted a minute of... It's frustrating. Let's turn this down a little bit. Juan says, that's easy, she's on Netflix. Yeah, when I was 12, I remember, or 11, same thing, really, when you think about it. I said, where the fuck is Carmen Sandiego? And I thought I was really funny for coming up with that. No, I just think it's stupid. McBride Studios is here or back or talking again. He says, I know where Carmen Sandiego is. I go to class with her. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Yikes. Juan wants to see more of WarioWare. I could probably do that another day. I own the first one. I have Smooth Moves, and those are the only ones I could really easily stream. Twisted, I would have to twist my GameCube. How would that work out? That'd be weird. That'd be like recording footage of Kirby Tilt and Tumble. To my knowledge, the only way to record footage of that game without resorting to emulation or something naughty is to tilt a GameCube. Alright, we gotta make up for that lost time. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Scaramouche, scaramouche. Scaramouche. Okay, here. Okay, got one down. McBride says, why do you have to tilt the GameCube? Because Kirby Tilt and Tumble is a motion control only game. And it's not compatible with Super Game Boy. And you can only play it on Game Boy Player, as far as I know, to have a device to interact with the TV. So it plays very odd on Game Boy Advance SP. It doesn't, the mercury sensor in it doesn't work right. You can really play it on a classic Game Boy Color. And if you want to record footage, from what I've seen, even at Awesome Games Done Quickly, they tilt a GameCube, which is crazy, but they do it. Something being crazy doesn't stop people from doing it. Oh, no. You better not send me back to the beginning of the level, or I'll be real mad. Nah. It's okay, we're making record time. Juan says 1999, what a wasteland. Why? Why is it a wasteland? Oh, Jesus. What makes 1999 a wasteland? I don't remember that year being that bad. I mean, school sucked, but Pokemon was awesome. You gotta be giving me a break. He says teenage wasteland. I wasn't a teenager back then. Juan is talking about something I'd rather not discuss publicly, so, gotta take the fifth on that. Let's see, 1999, what was some good that came out of that year? Alright, where do I go from here? What am I missing? Maybe I need to get one of the hammer enemies. And then go up here. Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna get me, you son of a bitch. Is there anything of note down here? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. It looks like there's just a lot of time wasting in this level. See, Mr. Top 10 List says that all the episodes of TV shows about Y2K are now super outdated. And Juan says, By the People came out. Baby One More Time. Smash Mouth. 90s music was really bad. Holy shit. Good lord. Like, one thing about 90s music, when you compare it to 80s pop music, a lot of 80s pop music is really overproduced in terms of, like, all the soundtracks they have. But 90s music, comparatively speaking, is a little bit more minimalistic as far as production is concerned. Like, 80s music, they would use a lot of tracks when they were mixing things, and they keep things much more minimal in 90s music. It's like we had to get far away from all the 80s drum machines and reverb. It just seemed to be the thing, and you got excess versus minimalism. This seems to be the philosophy. I should try to think of some albums from the 90s I like. Get ready for Pink Floyd and Pink Floyd related stuff, knowing me. I like The Division Bell. I don't know about y'all, but The Division Bell is one of my favorite albums. And then Roger Waters had a solo album called Amused to Death, which is great. And more people should listen to it. Okay. Alright. Juan mentions Digimon and Rock the Dragon. I don't have the CD anymore, but I had the CD that was like, hey Digimon, champions of the digital world, hey Digimon. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. This isn't looking good. Alright. Professor goes here. And then we throw him here. And I probably mentioned this before, but the Professor is from a Nintendo game called For the Frog That Built Tolls. It's a name joke. We got the Keyser. We get... No. Okay, don't give up. We got the Keyser. Alright, we got everything. Golden Passage done. Get the hell out of here. McBride Studios says, yes, I remember that dub fondly. Doesn't really hold up for me. I like the music, even though a decent amount of it was reused from Spider-Man, the animated series. I was a Fox Kids kid. Okay. Gold Pyramid is done. Let's... Gotta get the hell out of here. The Digimon anime, that dub, it's really leaned more on the gag side of things, from what I remember. The monster designs were always cool, though. I really wonder how there wasn't a lawsuit when you have Pokemon and Digimon. There's something's up there. But Pokemon seem to have won the culture wars. McBride Studios says that he doesn't remember it fondly because it was good, but it was really fun to watch. I mean, some of those last few episodes were really tense. Juan points out that SpongeBob came out in '99. That's right. And the funny thing is, when SpongeBob came out, SpongeBob is one of a few shows that when it came out, I thought it was going to be the stupidest thing ever. By the way, we're at the final boss. And then when it aired, I really liked it. And little did I know that that show would be going on 20 years later and will be a mass marketing juggernaut like K. Marco. And other shows I felt that way about that I would actually like when I sit down and watch them would be House MD, Dr. House in some countries, and Gravity Falls. And I love all three of those shows. Well, actually, SpongeBob, everything after the first movie, except for the second movie, I totally discredit it. Might be a few episodes of season 4 I like, but that show, I disown most of that series. But first 3 seasons I really like. Mostly season 1. I don't think season 2 is as good. Season 3 has a few clunkers. But mostly, I think first few seasons of SpongeBob were good. McBride Studios wants to know if I ever watched Adventure Time. Not in a long time. Not since the first season. Here's the final boss, Golden Diva. Let's take this sucker down. Alright, gotta hurry up if I want the best ending. No! Oh. It's the opposite of hurrying up. Let's try to triangulate. No, get off me. Get off me. This really sucks. Okay. Faces she makes are priceless. Throw a hammer at myself. Damn it, wrong way. This is getting intense. Alright, get the green enemy. Damn it, I thought that would hit her. This is not good. Okay, good. Haha. Take that, bitch. Alright, let's see. Goddamn, my hands got sweaty because I wanted the best ending. And I felt the language was appropriate. She's not a very nice lady. Juan says, I know what the battle is going to be. Symbolic. It is symbolism. Thank you. I feel satisfied like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Pumping Iron. That was a sex joke if you didn't get that. Get the best princess. You know, I actually don't think the best ending makes her look the cutest, but it's challenging to get the best ending. So, you know, as Tommy Wiseau would say, it's a very interesting challenge. You know, I guess I could go 20 minutes in overtime. After this, I could play a little WarioWare if you'd like that as the B show. But that is the end of the Wario adventure. And then she ascends into heaven, basically. We get a nice song here. Not too bad for sound for a fairly early Game Boy Advance game. Not a launch title, but you know, close to the launch window. Hiroshi Yamauchi. He, how long was he Nintendo's president for? He was Nintendo's president before Iwata took over. Okay, McBride Studio says that Wario, he says warrior, but he meant Wario. Wario has a cat. That's great. McBride Studio says that Wario has fewer games than Mario, but has gotten just as far with the princesses. I'm not sure what other princesses Wario's had besides Sakura. This credit's gone for like 5 minutes, by the way. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this journey. This is a fun Game Boy Advance game. McBride Studio says exactly. I feel like you're messing with me here. Ryoji Yoshitomi also did the music for Metroid 2 and the original Wario Land. Game Boy Advance, Golden Game Boy Advance. That's funny. Funny stuff. My controller just went idle. Okay, it's back. You guys want to see the rest of this? Or you want me to move on to WarioWare for the next 20 minutes? Juan points out that Pokemon Gold and Silver came out in 1999. Because I think the game already saved. That I can go back with a soft reset. Not working? Hey McBride Studios, if you're still there, have you played this game before? I'm curious. I'm not 100% sure what your Wario experiences are. Let's see. Juan says, yeah, they don't stop coming. They don't stop. You troublemaker. McBride says, no. Oh, you haven't played Wario Land 4 before. Then I believe the implication here is that Wario wasted all of his money on steak. He has no Wario experience outside of Party. Oh man, you should really try to track the Wario platformer games down. Wario Party. I'm pretty sure they say the F word in the song. I don't think Nintendo will ever admit to that, but just You just okay. All right. I think we're done here. With Wario Land 4 for now. Let's move on to WarioWare for a little bit, so we can see where Wario went after this. Let's see what we got here. And here's the Spellcaster's Assistant featured in my recent video, the Houston Arcade Expo, by Ultra Dolphin Revolution, Houston-based game developer. Let's see. There we go. Juan says I collected, you didn't do anything. 12, I'm pulling your leg, man. 12 out of the 16 CDs. So this is a file I was working on. Oh, crap. That was dumb. WarioWare, a game that cannot be reviewed or explained, only experienced. It's alright. What about WarioWare, McBride, if you're still there? Have you ever played WarioWare? I'm leaning towards no, based on he said no Wario experience. Nope. Oh. Well, if you never played it, I mean, this is it's very wacky arcadey action, essentially. Something that I've always liked and appreciated is all the Nintendo references and in-jokes in the games. Also, the non-uniform art style. Later stages do some very odd effects. Like this here, Wario makes his own version of Mario Brothers. A troublemaker. Oh, man. He said that he was not big into gaming until about 2010, apart from Pokemon and retro arcade games. What kind of arcade games? I love arcade games, man. No! Juan, he just won't stop with the Shrek references, man. Me, I think I've had enough of Shrek. Damn it. Or I think I just had enough of the references on the memes. Alright, my best score. I don't want to go on with this. Let's see. The character 9 volts games are all Nintendo products and mini versions of Nintendo games. Some very odd references, like some of them are even some of the toys Nintendo used to make. Let's see, McBride says Galaga, Tetris, Good Picks, Adventure Island, and Centipede, a few more. Huh, I didn't know Adventure Island was an arcade game. I thought it was an NES game. Immediately, the ones I have the TurboGrafx emulation on Virtual Console. I don't think I've heard of Adventure Island until the Wii era. But those are good picks. Which version of Tetris? McBride, maybe you might appreciate my recent video project. I don't know how close attention you pay to my channel, but a few months ago I was at an arcade expo in Houston. Might be up your alley if you haven't seen it already. Swat that fly. Juan says something about Monster World, how I could talk about the history of Monster Hunter. Oh, Monster World. The Genesis games? That's a pretty nutty history there. And that springy thing was a toy Nintendo made in the 60s called Ultra Hand. And this is a toy they also made called Ultra Machine. Also baseball related. But I don't think they released outside Japan. Cool. Now it's time to do test my DJ skills. I'm gonna pause here. By the way, this is my brother's file. He kind of bequeathed it to me. That's why the main character is called Hulk. Hulk is one of my brother's favorite superheroes, you say. He also has a theory that just saying Hulk is funny, and he's not mistaken in that regard. I'll link you to it if that shows up. He says the original version of Tetris. I'm not sure what the original version of Tetris is actually, because Tetris has been made by so many different people. All the weird copyright stuff with it, because it was made during the time of the Soviet Union. So I honestly don't even know what the original version of Tetris is. I love the Nintendo versions of Tetris. That might just be nostalgia speaking. Who knows? Especially the NES version. Yeah, I'll leave it there if you want to check it out later. I think, yeah, it might appeal to you. Original Nintendo version, you would say, okay. Because I believe it was released on floppy disks on computers originally. But the Nintendo version seems to be the most popular version. Or that seemed to at least popularize it. Oh no, that was really bad. I just shot a cop. That's terrible. I got to play the arcade version of Hogan's Alley. That was Sheriff. A very old game by Nintendo. Crap. Done for. And that one there was Color TV 16, I believe. A plug-and-play thing from the late 70s by Nintendo. Juan says Goku's gonna show you the final Dragon Ball. Is he now? I'm gonna do one more round of this and then call it quits, guys. Just a heads up, folks. That's game over. Okay, and that's Cheeriorite, a vacuum toy that Nintendo made. This is a history lesson. Juan is saying something about Soul Calibur. We might do that another day. At the moment, I may not necessarily be setting up the Xbox for streaming. Hulk, want to give it a try? The idea of the Hulk being a DJ is terrifying. Type N. I believe that's some kind of keyboard attachment for the Famicom. Not entirely sure what it is exactly. Juan is talking about the PlayStation Classic. You know, don't tell nobody this, but I actually was trying to get Mr. Top 10 List a PlayStation Classic. Because I heard that he didn't get to play a lot of those games. And then the consensus was that it was a piece of shit unless you hacked it. And then I didn't want to get him that no more. Hi, Mr. Top 10 List. Anyway, I was really disappointed, but I just decided to waste my money on other things. Well, I guess gifts really aren't a waste of money. Yes, they are. They're the biggest waste of money in the world. Do something nice for somebody, and all you get in turn is aggravation. But nah. I mean, I guess I will publicly embarrass him. I did get him a NES and Super NES Classic, and I'm really kind of waiting for him to use that in a video or stream, perhaps. I just, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. I hope he likes them so far. Alright, next round. I want to say something about worlds colliding. That episode of Seinfeld. Oh, Juan is talking about Nintendo and Xbox Live being together. I forgot about that. Is that going through? And yeah, just a heads up, information. And this game, 9V, is voiced by Leslie Swan, who was a Nintendo employee. Helmet, Game & Watch. She was also the first voice of Peach in a game. She played Peach, well, not unless you count CD as Zelda. She played Peach in Mario 64. And some other stuff that I don't remember off the top of my head. I think she worked localization for Nintendo of America. Nope. That was Super Scope. I gotta eat him. Mr. Top 10 List says no one counts CD at anything. He pleads silent about NES and Super NES Classic stuff. That's some clay That's some clay. That's some like in-game Nintendo made. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Rob. Oh, this looks ugly. Nope. Game over. 9-volt nowadays. Jibayen. I still don't understand what do not matrix with stereo means. I'm gonna show off Dr. Cragor. Yeah, these definitely look really odd. It's very odd to see photorealism in a Game Boy Advance game. I'm pretty sure these were compressed photographs. I mean, I guess if we're gonna bring it back to Mortal Kombat, it's digitized photographs like Mortal Kombat. Like a tail. There's a tail. Let's see, in Discord, Candid wants me to make a video about fat shaming. Probably not gonna be doing that. Don't see that happening, ever. Oh no. Oh man. Can I get a mulligan on that? Must take a break. Yeah, he probably took drugs there. This game really pushes the E rating. Oh, damn. I accidentally hit the button. I didn't know it was not a butterfly. That was quick. Juan wants me, I guess he means Soul Blade or Soul Edge. I don't really have much to say about Soul Blade or Soul Edge. That was a loss. I did use footage of it in my Arcade Expo video briefly. I was thinking of possibly streaming it eventually, not anytime this month. But I don't know about a review. I really don't think there's much to say. But I think I recorded footage of that for Mr. Top 10 list as B-roll. If not, I could always do that. It's actually, I mean, it's on my shelf not too far away from me. So the game is not too far away from me, but I don't want to review things unless I feel like I have something to say or analyze. So I just don't have anything to say about it. Which one is the real one? That's the real one. I'm pretty sure those are space bunnies. That was easy. These are pretty tricky. This game is nice. Oh, would I say anything else? Match. Those are obviously Mickey ears. I hope Disney was okay with that. Nope. Ah. I always thought that was funny. Search. I don't get it. Watch. Was it an X? Yes, it was. Who's the odd man out? This one. No? Oh. And I think it's, yeah. Yep. Gotta love that catfish electricity source. You know, I mentioned CDI. They did have that at the Arcade Expo, and I really wish I could have got pictures of it. There's a lot of stuff I saw that I need a boomerang that I did not get on camera. I'm going to crouch. I'm going to cast Freeze, not Frizz. It's on the ropes. The Coup de Gracie. I know how to pronounce it. I want to dance. Yeah, they had, I don't think they had Hotel Mario, but they did have, oh man. They did have the CDI Zelda games. And those are very cumbersome to play. They have some of the corniest music ever, too. I love that. Sound effects are so trippy. Alright, let's see. It's like Rang to Bang Da, except I lose. Rang to Bang Da boss for Mega Man X. And, yeah, Mega Man X just seems like a good place to stop. Let's see. Juan says it needs more cowbell. Christopher Walken's dead. Deb. Really? Okay, somebody just sent me an email. I mean, if he is, damn, oh. Yeah, I don't see any news reports about that. Aren't you guys glad you missed the State of Union address to this? Juan deleted the message. That's suspicious. I think Juan might have been pulling my leg. Juan says, we have fun today. Yeah, I'm going to get ready to go. Next stream will be probably Thursday, Super Nintendo Classic. We'll start off with a few levels of Super Mario World and take it from there. Then after that, I'm not sure what. Towards the end of this month, I will not be streaming for at least a week. I'll say that much. But I will talk more about my Patreon campaign, and would like to know if you guys would be interested next stream. And we'll just have some Super Nintendo fun. But yeah, good hearing from y'all. Good interacting with y'all. We had fun. I'm pretty sure I had the most fun out of all of you. But that was pretty cool to finish Wario Land 4. Appreciate all the feedback, the views, and the likes. And if you're new here, wouldn't mind if you subscribed. I am trying to be a little bit more consistent with content in general, but Juan says that I'm building my own cinematic universe with Mr. Top 10 hopefully. Alright. I will turn off the microphone and the stream will go down in about 1 minute. So bye for me for now.